Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live Community Review Sunday Edition. Sorry I missed last week. It's good to be back. And yeah, welcome everybody. So this is a live event we do here in the Indie Music Feedback Discord group. So if you want to join in, just join the Discord. There's a link in the description on YouTube. And everybody gets to share a song up to 7 minutes, and we will give you feedback in real time on your music, and you can ask for any kind of feedback you like. So when it's your turn, just let us know a little bit about your song. Let us know where you're at in the process, if you're still writing it or if you're mixing it or if it's already released. Let us know, and then let us know what kind of feedback you're looking for. If you're looking for, like I said, like mixing feedback, or if you want writing feedback and lyrics feedback, you can post up the lyrics and we will help however we can. If it's already released and you just want people to hype it up, we can do that too. Just let us know. Yeah, anything is allowed, any genre, any style. We just ask that this is a all ages group, so just keep that in mind. And if something is really extreme, just run it by us first. But most stuff is okay. And let's see, as far as the feedback goes, we just ask that everybody helps each other out. So the whole idea is to be constructive and helpful. That said, it's okay to have like critical feedback and to disagree with something somebody did. Just try to have, you know, like a solution or an idea of how you could approach it differently. Rather than just saying you don't like something, you can, you know, try to help them make it more likable, however that might be. And then sometimes you feel like you're not qualified to give feedback, like somebody asks for mixed feedback and you feel unqualified because they're better than you at mixing. That's okay too. It's okay to just give like general feedback and vibes and stuff, if that's all that you feel qualified to do. And so anyway, yeah, it's all good vibes here and everybody is very supportive. And so welcome everybody. And I feel like I'm forgetting one thing, but that's okay. Good enough. We can start. So first up today is RenderCat. So go ahead, RenderCat, and introduce your song. Let us know what kind of feedback we can give you, and then we will kick it off. Beautiful. Okay, RenderCat says, my track is a bit strange, but I like it. I like making metal. For this track, I haven't double tracked or humanized the drums yet, but I'm satisfied with the sound when I've listened back to it. I plan to release this song in the future. Any feedback is appreciated. And then we get lyrics. Beautiful. All right. Awesome. Here comes RenderCat. Give me just 1 second.
Purple sanguine iron. His men behind him, seven also like some.
look above and see nothing but a hand chained towards the ceiling. Can you make my desires as it shone right here above us?
Frothing purple sanguine iron. The night quivers as I cannot recollect what I have said. Can you bring it? Can you bring it? Can you bring it?
All right, that was RenderCat kicking things off. Thanks for going first today and bringing the metal. It reminds me of some of JW's stuff, kind of like experimental metal with like kind of avant-garde vocals, I would say. That's how I'd describe it. And yeah, I think like overall the mix is like a little bit muddy. The drums are kind of like lost in the I'm not sure, reverb or whatever. Mainly the kick and snare, I think, or the snare especially, is like kind of like lost in the mix. I like the toms. I think they sound great. I like how they're panned out. That sounds cool. And I think you said you're going to double track the guitar, which I think is probably a good move, but I like the guitar tone. It's very original, I would say. Metal, you kind of get used to hearing like the same guitar tones from a lot of people, and it's cool to hear something different and a little more melodic. I really liked that about it. And yeah, good stuff. Thanks for going first and for bringing the energy. It's going to kick things off with something upbeat. I think that's great. And oh no, not your tones, of course. I was talking about all those other metal. Okay, anyway, next up today we have California. Gotta go to YouTube. Success. Okay, California says, I am probably not going to work on this anymore. Tell me what you didn't like. Tell me what you liked. All of it. All right, cool. Here is California.
knows pride, learns wisdom in defeat. A sphinx smiles her smile, knowing and discreet. Seeing the day I curse my victory, the impermanence of things. And God watches on, laughing entertained, and gives you stars in heaven for your shame, for all time, hanging in the sky, divine comedian. Oh, slings and arrows, doors you can't close, times you came close, hanged on your hope. I remember, burns the ember inside, lights my blinded way. Slings and arrows, doors you can't close, times you came close, hanged on your hope. Where I remember, burns the ember inside.
All right. That was California. I really, really liked that one. I think you kind of nailed your sound and everything on that one. The vocals were very, very good. And the mix was very, very well done. And I guess if I had any like constructive like next time, I would say maybe like the transitions could maybe like be played up a little bit more. But it's kind of a chill track, so like you don't want to overdo it either. But that's all I could say really on what to improve, because I think it was really, really good. I think the mix was spot on. The low end was really nice, and the top end was really nice. Everything was really well balanced, and I really, really liked the vocals. They sounded really good, and I think you like are right in the sweet spot of your vocal range, it sounded like to me. So yeah, just great stuff. I think it needs no more work. All right, awesome. So next up today is Nick 8 Rock's Velvet. Okay, and they say here it is, my final Deaflmask YM2612 music work of 2024. It is basically a cover of Koi by Gen Hoshino, but only crazier. Around last year, my friend from Taiwan wanted me to do a ringtone of the song for her recital that was on April 20th, 2024. Prior to the Steel Band concert, it contains both intro and ending. Sadly, during the concert, only around 20 seconds of the ringtone intro was used. Due to the concert's runtime, it has elements of techno, ragtime, orchestra hits, calypso, J-pop, chiptune, etc. I think I pushed the YM2612 chip to its limits a bit too hard, but at least it is a very fitting way to close off my Deaflmask years and into the DIY music era. Let's hope the classic Sonic and Gems music purists don't pester me about not being authentic to the 90s Genesis stuff. Enjoy. All right, here we go. Nick 8 Rock's Velvet. All right, short and very sweet. I really, really like that. It reminds me of what's it called? This one NES game. Anyway, very nostalgic, chiptune-y feel, but I really like the ragtime elements, and especially that at the ending, that very signature ragtime type of turnaround was very satisfying at the end. And yeah, the synth sounds were amazing. I loved all of them. Lots of thought and energy into making those sounds, I can tell. Yeah, but that was great. I really enjoyed it. I was smiling the whole time, and yeah, that was great. That would be good even as like a full track. But yeah, that was really, really fun. I really, really liked that. Thank you for sharing that. And let's see, next up today we have Fabs. And we're going also to YouTube. Okay, Fab says, hey, finally released this track and the rest of the Cyberpunk album earlier this week. This one was primarily inspired by the movie James and the Giant Peach. So does this song make you feel like a badass? Right. If you guys have not checked out the album, you definitely should. I always forget to say, everyone should share a link. When it's your turn, share a link to like whatever you want, whether it's to the song or to your social media or whatever. Whatever you're trying to get people to follow, share a link. Anyway, here's Fabs. All right, that was Fabs. That was great. Yeah, I really like that one. All of the ones on this album are great. Everyone should check it out. It's mostly sounds like that. They're yeah, most of them are around that length, I think, which works really good for like an instrumental cinematic type song. So like when I listen to the album, I just like happily listen to the whole thing the whole way through, because it just like kept moving, and I think the pace was really good, and yeah, just great stuff. So great job. And looks like there's some mix advice for the future too, which is great. But yeah, thanks for sharing, and that turned out great. And next up we have George Alexander. Oh, cool. Okay, so he says here's a remix of a track from Mr. Meowsticle's recent album that I'm working on. I would appreciate any notes on how I can improve this rough mix, so composition ideas would be more helpful. All right, awesome. Here we go. I'm excited to hear this.
Just like how the daisies are, loves me or loves me not. We're uneven but radiant. I used to fear the strength of what I'd feel, longing for peace, chased by shadows I've been trying to conceal, wanting to please, try to kill some parts of me. A fake harmony surface healing, the shadows kept hunting. Too fragile, volatile, just like how the daisies lie. Love me or love me not. We're uneven and radiant. Come with me, it's alright getting crazy. Just release the joy that starts from within. Come with me and we will watch the daisies as they release the strength that's hiding. Come with me, it's alright being happy. Just release the fears you won't ever need. Come with me, we will watch the daisies as they release the joy they hide within. Afraid to see of the dark side creeping in, unable to see with all imperfections, nothing's ever complete. Just like a daisy, petals growing randomly, unpredictable and not sure of what comes, still embracing the sun. Too fragile, volatile, just like how the daisies lie. Love me or love me not. We're uneven and radiant. Come with me, it's alright getting crazy. And just release the joy that sparks from within. Come with me and we will watch the daisies as they release the strength that's hiding. Come with me, it's alright being happy. Just release the fears you won't ever need. Come with me, we will watch the daisies as they release the joy they hide within.
Damn, all right. That was really good. Really good. I really like it. I love the original song. And this feels like totally different, but still captures everything I like about the vocals from the original. So yeah, I think it's really off to a good start. I think maybe like more of like a feel change between the chorus and the rest would be great. I'm not exactly sure how to do it. Maybe if it was just like slightly like lighter sounding and less dark sounding. I guess overall it has kind of like this dark tone. So maybe if there's some way in the chorus to like brighten it up with the saws are great, the synths, but maybe just like a pad that's like really bright just to like give it like sparkle during the chorus or something like that. But that was just what I was thinking, was just like a tonal change would be cool. Somehow just like either like a subtle thing or whatever. But overall I really like the vibe and the I guess kind of your signature saw synth sound. But I really like what you did with this one. And yeah, I'm excited to hear the finished thing. I really like it so far. So I think it's just kind of tightening it up and stuff. Yeah, maybe like some of the transitions, some of them are really good, and then maybe some of them could be like stretched out or something. I don't know, spitballing. Anyway, that was really good. I really like it, and I'm really excited to hear the final version, or even the next work in progress version. All right, so next up today we have Venus. And yes. Okay, awesome. Venus says, hi, this is a cinematic song I've been working on for a while now, about half a year actually. It's really symbolic of the feeling of my academic burnout, clinging to my reputation despite the effort of upholding it tearing me apart. It was really cathartic to make it at last, and I think I finally put the final touches on it like 2 days ago. It took so long because it has 46 vocal layers and I needed to blend them all perfectly to sound like a choir. I also wanted to mention that the Latin in the background with the choir is, oh, I can't speak Spanish, so we shall let you read it. Translating to, he who conquers, conquers himself. With that said, the instrumental was just a free for-profit type beat I found on YouTube, so I can't take credit for any of that. Only the lyrics, vocals, and mixing is mine, so I really need feedback on the mix job and the layering. Also, I understand the high EQs is set a little much on the vocals. My attempt at capturing a more ethereal, otherworldly vibe. Okay, awesome. Let's see, so I'm gonna cut to there. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. Here is Venus.
Angel wings wilted down, stretches across my back, and on my head a molten crown. The drops hear my trembling head. Anointed with sweat and tears.
All right, that was incredible. The vocal layering was very, very well done. I would say just overall for like the mix, I would just say I would like the vocals to be a little bit louder and the instrumental a little bit quieter, just to show off your vocals even more, because they sound absolutely amazing. But I thought especially the lead vocal in the first half could be louder. I think that one in particular should be louder, but yeah, I just think you can show off the vocals even more than you are with your mix. I would not be afraid to make them a little bit louder. But as far as the layering and mixing of the vocals themselves, like, it sounds really incredible, and all those different layers are just gelling into one choir. Yeah, it sounds like a choir. So yeah, beautiful job, very well done, and yeah, sounds like good feedback from people too. So great job, thank you for sharing. And next up we have Eno, and I don't think I got... There we go. Okay, Eno says, hey everyone, this is a new track I started today. I've been enjoying trying to learn Serum 2, so a lot of the sounds I made are from that. It's pretty short, but that's all I managed to do. All feedback welcome. All right, Eno hype. Here's some brand new Eno. Let's see. There it is. Okay, here we go. All right, just a little snippet from Eno. I really like where that's going. Really cool synth sounds. I like the melody, like xylophone-y sound. And then at the end, whatever you're doing with the low end sounded really good. That was really, really full low end. That like stringy patty sound, yeah, all those were really good. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I was doing the same thing with Serum. I was just making a bunch of new sounds with the Siege of Sound track that I'm working on, and yeah, it's fun to just start from scratch in Serum and just make something. But they have some really good presets too in the new Serum 2 presets. There's lots of good stuff. All right, awesome. So thanks for sharing, Eno. That was great. I'm excited to hear more of that. And next up we have Joachim. Not sure if I said that right. Let me know if I said your name wrong. And they say, I wonder, how does this song make you feel? How good is it at what is it? How good is it at what it does? What genre bucket would you stick this into? And in case you're looking for a link, yes, thank you. And here's some lyrics. Okay, awesome. Here is Joachim. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I was unprepared. I did download it. I thought so. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go.
Eternal forest by the lake, a shelter cabin. This is your place. No one knows you are here. Take a breath. Go back to sleep. And the wind blows through the pines. A meadow broad paints your green, and you dream about your place in the forest by the lake.
All right. That was beautiful. Really liked it. It's a very like loud and confident mix, which I think is great. And the piano sounds incredible. The vocal sounds incredible. Everything sounds really good. I would say the only thing I would consider changing is maybe turn the Foley down a little bit in some parts. Oops, sorry. I think some parts it was a little bit overwhelming, the high frequencies. But that's all that I would say about that, because I think everything else was perfect, and I really liked the way you mixed it, and how just like loud and beautiful everything sounds in the mix. I think is really, really great, really well done. And it makes me feel like kind of the relaxing feel you get from nature, with just a little bit of like ominous feeling underneath. Yeah, I think that's how I would describe it. But yeah, really good stuff. Really liked it. Sounds great. And next up today we have Tez. Okay, Tez says, in the queue for a couple years now. Befriended is a tongue-in-cheek play on the word befriended. My goal was to write an eclectic fun song with a semi-serious subject matter. In the final stretch, mixing for release. Tell me what you like, what could use improving, how it makes you feel. All right, awesome. Here comes Tez. All right, that was Tez. I really like that song. That's a great song. I really like the vocals and the synths in that a lot. I think there's something about the mix, like things kind of sound far away, and I think it would sound more natural if it was kind of like pulled forward. So I'm thinking like maybe there's too much reverb on stuff, or like stuff is kind of just too quiet. Like the vocals I thought were kind of too quiet in the verse, the beginning part, and the drums I think are maybe have too much reverb because they sound kind of far away, especially the snare. But with all of that said, I really, really like the song. I don't think there's anything you need to change about the song or the recording or anything like that. I think it's great. I think it's a really good song. Very catchy. The intro was very, very cool. I liked that vocal bit. I forget exactly what it said now, but it was very catchy right off the start. So yeah, great song. Really like it. Thanks for sharing. Great job. And next up, we have Muma. Okay, Muma says, the Orphans Revolution. I wrote this as a tribute to Palestinian resistance against genocide. Some of you already heard it in another LCR months ago. This is more or less the final version before mastering and after months of fiddling with buttons. I'd like to hear general feedback if anything is too harsh or bothersome, if something is quite obviously missing or overrepresented. Okay, awesome. Here we go. I think I remember this one.
He's alone, or so it seemed. He's not the only one. Goliath made sure of it. The soil turned holy with his mother in it. And God had a plan for them, and so they believed. Decades pass with ceaseless rains of tears. Goliath sleeps to lullabies of total supremacy. The orphan gathers and shapes his flood in the depths of the earth, behind the clouds in the sky. This is his revolution. His this spells the illusion. No
All right, that was Muma. Really enjoy that. It's really good music. I think it's sounding very good. I think the mix is good. I think everything is well represented, and the energy and the flow of the song feels good. And I would say, if anything, there's kind of just like a build up in the mids, and I think it's coming mainly from the taru, if that's how you say it, and the guitars combining in the mids to just kind of like get this like really saturated mid sound, which I don't think it's a problem. It's just something that I noticed about the mix. If you want to keep tinkering, I would just focus on the mids of the taru and the guitars. But I don't know if it needs it. It's just what I was thinking about the mids. So, but I really like the emotion of the song, and the mix, I think, sells the emotion really well. And yeah, it's good. It's really good. Really, really good. And yeah, I only mentioned the mids because it's a feedback stream, so gotta say something, right? Okay, so anyway, that was great. Thank you for sharing. And next up we have Dude Boot. I think, I'm not sure if Dude Boot is here. Yes, they're here. Okay, we're going to skip, and next up is actually JW, who I'm pretty sure I need to get your... Who also, I'm not sure, is here. Yeah, I think they... No, okay, they are here. I did not get a... Oh, I did get a track. There it is. Okay, my bad. Cool. Okay. Very good. Okay, JW says, hi, this one's extremely rough. It's an unmixed, re-recorded version of a song I made for the IMF Christmas album. I'm mainly looking for feedback on the composition. Featuring Risa on viola. Oh yes, I remember. Okay, awesome. Here we go. All right, that was JW. I do kind of feel the Christmas vibes on that. I think not just because of the viola, but just in general. I think you got a Christmassy vibe to it. Yeah, composition-wise, I think it's great. I think it just needs vocals. I assume you're adding vocals. But yeah, I think it just composition-wise, it's there. I think, like you said, there's some timing stuff on some of the guitars in the beginning. So I guess getting those recorded and then getting vocals recorded and then just get the mix going, and I think you're good to go. I think you don't need to like make any major changes to arrangement or composition. I think it's good to go. Yeah, and the viola is sounding very nice. It's a very nice addition, and you mixed it well, so yeah, good stuff. All right, so next up today we have Stripey. Getting some bangers to close things out today. Okay, Stripey says this one's a collab that's over a year in the making. When Eno sent me a demo back in March last year, I end up flipping the genre and just crossed my fingers he'd be into it. And with Cariad jumping in to save us, we finally got it to a place that felt ready enough to share with you all today. This track has probably been my biggest mixing challenge in a hot minute, and I still have a few gripes with the mix and master, but I'd love to hear what you think in its current state, and I'm curious to know if anything sticks out to you the same way it does to me. All right. Mix time, everybody. Listen up. All right, cool. Here is Stripey and Eno and Cariad. Here we go.
Good night.
Look outside and see a whole new world where the sky is different. The pessimist inside your head said it was green screen, it was green screen. A bright light beams through the clouds, you begin to doubt what's in front of your eyes. I can see the sunset, I can see the sunset. The scenery holds a memory of the beauty that lies in where you came from. It's like a movie. Eternally it was meant to be. That's what I said. I'll take the walk, I'll take the walk with you. I'll take the walk, I'll take the walk with you. I'll take the walk, I'll take a walk with you. I'll take the walk with you.
Good night.
back to life. I'll take the walk with you. The stars at midnight on an endless night. I'll take the walk with you. The sky overhead brings us back to life. I'll take the walk with you. The stars at midnight on an endless night. I'll take the walk with you. I'll take the walk with you.
Look outside and see a whole new world where the sky is different. The heads a mist inside your head. The bright light beams through the clouds and begin to dilate. I can see the sunset. I can see the sunset.
All right, that was Stripey featuring Eno and Cariad, and that was amazing. I can see why that took so long to mix. It's like having to mix 3 different songs in one. I think it sounds really, really, really good. I would say the only thing that I would try to change up is maybe add a little bit more EDM stuff to the intro. Like maybe some of those vocal chops, like subtly underneath the vocals, or some of those like vocally synths that you had at the end would sound maybe good, like as a just like a subtle underneath layer, just to like hint that more EDM-y stuff is coming. That's my only suggestion. I think it sounds amazing and you did really good. Yeah, the vocals all sound really good. Yeah, just really good. Really good job. Okay, so next up today we have Zeron. Let's see, we gotta go here. We got Zeron, then we got Mr. Meowsicles, and that is going to do it for today. So 2 more tracks, everybody. And Zeron says, hi guys, Only Way speaks to the universal truth that when all else fails and the world feels overwhelming, surrendering to a higher power can be the only thing that sustains us. Even in our most fragile moments, faith can be a guiding light, offering comfort, strength, and a way back from the edge. I might release this song anytime. This features my friend Zero4 Hero, who wrote the lyrics from the Philippines. This is my very first spiritual song. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, here we go. Here is Zeron.
You chase the light, you're drawing near, but then comes doubt and fear. Hands start shaking, fear takes hold, troubled heart, weary soul. Don't know where to go, don't know where to look. Feeling left alone, is there any hope? So many questions. We need resolution. The word is the answer. He holds the keys, he'll set us free. Our victory, our Savior.
treat other people, whether you regard them as having intrinsic moral value, or whether they are mere means to be used for your ends.
All right, that was Zeron. Really like that one. That was a great track. You definitely captured the spiritual feeling, and it's very uplifting and sounds inspirational, I would say. I think that the mix and master are really good. I would say my only change that I personally would make is to make the kick louder and to kind of cut into the bass a little bit. But that's the only thing that I would change personally. I think the rest sounds really good. I did think the last chorus, when the kick came in, the vocals were a little bit quiet for the very end of the song. So that would be the other thing I would say. But the kick thing is just a personal preference. I think that it sounds very good the way that it's mixed. I just like loud kicks, so that's the reason I say it. But that was really great. I really like it, and definitely you should release that. I think you could release it exactly how it is, and it would be great. Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for sharing that one. That was a great track. And next up and last up, we have Mr. Meowsicles. Okay. So this is a new track I've been working on with the help of Jins, venturing into new territory for me. What else is new? This one is kind of an experimental hip-hop track. Lasku is crushing it on the chorus hook, and all the other vocals are by Jins. As always, all feedback welcome. All right. More collabs. Love to see it. All right, here we go.
I dream of pieces, like peace plural. No pieces possible with pieces like peace broke. A part of puzzles, I am puzzled. Can riddle me some answers to some questions. What is right with human love? When it's wrong with human love? What is right with self-belief? When it's wrong with self-belief? And who gets to make the rules? Who gets to overrule? Who determines what is good to the great world? I dream of pieces, like peace plural. No pieces possible with pieces like peace broke. Am I the rebel? If I go against rain, my thoughts are peaceful, then I'll be the villain. Non-violent enemy, my thoughts police. 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 Yeah, let's get comfy. Let's go. I'm the Grim Reaper, the boogeyman. I carry traditions, I'm an evil man. I'm not Eminem, but cover yours, I'm a rapper, man. I'm a moral right, I'm a villain right. I hate guns, my morals are killers right. I have a dirty mind, your be mine. I could use a brainwash. Whose utopia's a hogwash? Say that I dream wrong. Where are the procedures? Who's mindful gangster? Some principles in this game is a weak amateur preacher. They don't have no SOP, they don't have no SOP. Stretching out to yoga Sunday morning, don't do shit for me. They don't have no SOP, they don't have no SOP. Stretching out to yoga Sunday morning, don't do shit for me. Never on a Sunday morning, exercise the demons slowly, sipping tea and doing touch meditation. When the yogi, they don't have no SOP, they don't have no SOP. Check it out with no routine, which massive anomaly. They don't have no SOP, they don't have no SOP. Think how to procedurally, which massive anomaly. Gotta confess, I'm a mess, take a guess, no control me. A cavalier, holy moly, my reach is ever mobile. Never on a Sunday morning, this rules are never falling. Defining of this appalling procedureless. Am I calling T-O-R-O-N-T-O? Sunday mail goes to JPO. I don't care about Sunday mornings, got a whole week for atonement. Who the hell's splitting up? Who the hell's splitting up? Trying to figure out if names will bury ya. Friends, G-ops, and them unfamiliar. Crooked eyes, zip codes from an area. Gotta go wash my mouth, gotta go wash my mouth. Why the fuck do I have to be the boogeyman? Why the fuck am I the one who's hiding facts? Morals non-refundable, let me get my Sundays back. Non-violent enemy, my thoughts police. 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 Non-violent enemies, my thoughts police. Non-violent enemy, my thoughts police. Non-violent enemy, my thoughts police.
All right. That was Mr. Miascos featuring Jins and Lasku on the vocals. That was great. That was really great. I really liked the guitar solo into the second verse, and then everything from there on was just like perfect, I think. Really, really liked it. Great job, Jins. I think it almost sounded like two different vocalists doing the two different verses. So great job switching up your flow and all that, and bringing like a new energy to the second verse, and then it speeds up and then it's like different again. So yeah, really great job. And great job, Lasku, on the vocals. Those sound really great too. And yeah, just production wise, great job, sounding very, very good. Yeah, hard to do a different genre and pull it off, but I think you definitely did. So very nicely done. And that will do it for live community review today. Thanks everybody for joining. I have new music, but it's secret for now, so I'll share it next week. It's for the Siege of Sound, and I want it to be a surprise, so we shall wait for next week. But thanks everybody for joining, and thanks for bringing all the great music and great feedback. And I'll leave you guys a link to a video I made. I made an edit from Rocky IV. Video for this song. You guys have heard this song multiple times, so I'm not gonna play it again, but if you want to check it out, there's a funny video I made. And thanks everybody for joining, and we will see you next week, and have a great one. Thanks everybody.